Ahead on Eyewitness News at noon, President Bush devises a plan to help ensure desperately needed food reaches starving Somalis.
I'm meteorologist Topper Shutt on the Weather Terrace. A mild but not terribly bright Thanksgiving Day. We'll tell you how much more rain will fall and when the sun will reappear.
And we'll talk turkey with the people at the Butterball hotline, where the phones are ringing off the hook. Eyewitness News is next.
It's Bill's Carpet Warehouse's half-off holiday sale. Through Monday, every carpet, remnant, and area rug is up to half off. Plus, make no payment for 6 months. Through Monday at Bill's Carpet Warehouse.
Why pick a salsa whose recipe probably came from a boardroom when there's one that came from a real Mexican restaurant? Chi-Chi's Salsa, now at your grocer's.
It's Hecht's After Thanksgiving sale with store-wide savings of up to 50%. Shop Friday and Saturday, 8 a.m. till 10 p.m.
Especially for you. Sometimes I wish I could have been a grandmother to my own kids. Grandmothers don't get back talk. We get hugs. We tell stories, give out lollipops. And when you're a grandmother, you've got time for an uninterrupted cup of coffee.
It's nice to have the time to appreciate the smooth, rich taste of Sanka coffee.
And after the little ones give me all that joy, they go home.
Sanka, everything you love about coffee.
Good afternoon. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Andrea Roane.
And I'm Bob Dalton. Now, this holiday brings a sobering reminder of why we have reasons to be thankful. Millions in Somalia face starvation in the famine of civil war. The relief shipments that could save them continue to fall prey to marauding gangs. But there may be a glimmer of hope. As Channel 9's Mac Lee reports, we're now offering a promise of protection.
It's an offer that could send 15,000 to 30,000 armed U.S. troops to Somalia, possibly as early as next month. The mission would be to help ensure that food reaches the starving people of the East African nation. Acting Secretary of State Lawrence Eagleburger made the offer yesterday to UN Secretary General Boutros Ghali in response to his plea for more help in a so far unsuccessful UN relief mission. The White House today released a statement saying the United States is gravely concerned about the people of Somalia and wants to ensure that humanitarian assistance reaches those in need. Boutros Ghali did not decide immediately whether to take Eagleburger up on the offer, which was reportedly conditioned on other nations also providing troops as part of the operation. But Eagleburger said the U.S. is prepared to supply troops even if no other country participates. One U.S. official said that the troops would not be shy about using their weapons if fired upon. The United Nations estimates that 250,000 people may die by the end of the year because of food shortages and the inability of other countries to bring in aid. Somalia has been plunged into anarchy with rival clans fighting for power and disrupting the delivery of food. Mac Lee, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.
President-elect Bill Clinton is spending a quiet family holiday in Little Rock, and he has reason to be thankful. The latest government reports show the economy he will soon oversee grew by 4% last quarter. More on Clinton and the transition now from Bill Plant.
After a medical checkup, the president-elect said his health is good, and he allowed that the healthy third-quarter growth was also good news. But he left the door open for his plan to stimulate the economy, despite the fears of some economists.
So what we've got to try to do, as well as we can, is to predict what's going to happen in the next year in terms of what's needed for the short-term economic program. Won't change my long-term plans at all.
Clinton began his day with a workout, one of the few breaks in a schedule devoted mainly over the past 2 days to interviewing possible cabinet members.
Are you close to any cabinet decisions yet?
Yes.
Since Tuesday, Clinton has met with former Arizona Governor Bruce Babbitt, a possible candidate for Interior Secretary, New Mexico Congressman Bill Richardson, Interior or Energy, Wall Streeter Robert Rubin, Treasury, Colorado Senator Tim Wirth, Energy, and Texas Senator Lloyd Benson, Treasury, or maybe just advice from an important committee chairman. So, what's next?
He's always said that he wants to come out with his economic team first, and I think that still holds.
And why the apparent concentration on the interior and energy positions?
Well, he's also always said that he expects the energy to be part of his economic team.
And what about the fact that most of the candidates so far appear to be middle-aged white males?
Governor's made no decisions whatsoever on his administration, on his cabinet positions yet. When he makes them, you will see them, and when his cabinet is complete, it will look like America.
But today it looks like the Clinton team is just thankful for the holiday break. The president-elect and his family leave tomorrow for a weekend vacation in California. When things do get back up to speed, some cabinet appointments could come as early as the middle of next week. Bill Plant, CBS News, Little Rock.
President Bush is spending his Thanksgiving holiday at his family's retreat in Kennebunkport, Maine. He and Mrs. Bush arrived at Peace Air Force Base in New Hampshire last evening on the way to a 5-day vacation at their oceanfront home. In his annual holiday message today, the president gave thanks for the fall of communism and urged Americans to reach out with generosity to the hungry and homeless. More than a dozen homeless people who lost their temporary shelter this week will have a Thanksgiving meal after all. The Foggy Bottom family plans a holiday gathering this afternoon near the site of their former home. The group members were left without a roof over their heads this week when the city towed away trailers holding half the shelter's beds. The remaining 54 beds are expected to be moved out of the neighborhood by next March. City officials say there are currently enough shelters to meet the needs of Washington's homeless, and they promise to replace the beds lost to the shelter's phase out.
Our holiday is bringing some glad tidings, but the weather is not necessarily. Jacqueline Adams has more on the holiday travel trials caused by Mama Nature.
For days now, the early winter storm has dumped heavy snow across the nation's belly. From Colorado to Michigan, the deadly blizzard has slowed traffic, closed roads, and caused accidents. At least 9 deaths have been attributed to the storm. In Texas, Kansas, and Oklahoma, National Guardsmen had to be called out to help rescue motorists stuck in snowdrifts. And Oklahoma highway patrolmen using 4-wheel drive vehicles found more than 20 stranded cars and trucks. But problems for the traveler have not been restricted to the Midwest. If traffic near New York last night was an indication, travel this Thanksgiving may be the busiest it's been in years. The AAA says more than 24 million people will be driving, up 7.5% over last year. Most airports remained crowded, although the line should be shorter than in past years. Analysts say not as many people are taking to the skies this weekend because of fewer special holiday fares and a reduction in the number of flights.
Well, that's the way it is there, closer to home. Copper Shutt will have our forecast for a rainy Thanksgiving.
And if turkey troubles are filling you with confusion, we'll have some cooking answers up next.
If you're into fitness, get into the Sports Authority. You know, this aerobics is a cinch if you choose the right music.
Choose Denise Austin fitness products like the Underarm Developer, Fitness Tree, mats, and more. And for outdoor exercise, get rugged Wolverine hiking and hunting boots for men and women.
Feel the burn, girls.
The Sports Authority. You've never seen anything quite like it.
Sam Huff back with Steve Templeton from Templeton Tyson's Corner Dodge. Steve, I think it's great that now you're a Dodge dealer in Tyson's Corner and you carry the #1 minivan in the world, Dodge Caravan.
That's right, Sam. And at a great price that includes air conditioning and a safety airbag system.
Score money-winning points by stopping by Templeton Tyson's Corner Dodge.
That's right, Sam, because we beat them all. Now, how about those skins?
Check audio levels.
Test.
Camera ready.
The Montgomery Ward price cut story. Are you saving money?
Everywhere I looked, all furniture was on sale.
I got an extra 10% off.
Phone lines are lighting up. Next caller, please.
Shop early Friday and Saturday. Get an extra 10% off.
Denver, go.
They have price cuts all over Electric Avenue. And you don't have to pay any interest for a full year.
Next call's from Chicago.
Chicago, go.
All their fine jewelry was on sale, too.
Montgomery Ward has America shopping again. Just in time for the holidays.
Which of the two looks more like fresh ground coffee?
This one.
Now, how about the other one?
Why are the crystals in there?
I don't know. Anyway, the one you picked is Maxwell House Instant, and this one is coffee crystals. Now check out the aroma of Maxwell House Instant.
No, that is... Oh, I love that smell.
How about the flavor of Maxwell House Instant?
Yeah, it's like when you put it in a coffee grinder, you know? Freshly made.
Well, Maxwell House says better beans make better coffee.
It is good. because I like my coffee strong and my men weak.
Want to cut down your chopping? MJ Designs has a forest of beautiful man-made trees that require no axe. Unlike some stores that raise their prices so later they can save if they lower them, MJ Designs has the same honest low prices all the time. Like a 7.5-foot Canadian pine with 1,600 tips for only $39.95. Since they celebrate 20,000 trees a year, you'll have a great selection from this itty-bitty fella to this great big guy. So for the best selection and lowest prices, come to MJ Designs. Be sure to leave your axe at home. Oh, ow.
If your holiday meal prep is quickly becoming a real turkey, help is only a phone call away. Butterball has set up a turkey hotline to rescue frantic cooks.
We tell them to use a 325 oven. Don't wrap your turkey, and you don't even have to baste the turkey.
No
Just
basting?
rub it with oil.
No basting?
Rub it with oil before you put it in the oven, and that'll shine up the skin. Put it in at 325, and you can really forget about it until it's as brown as you'd like, and then protect the breast with a little bit of foil.
Now, here's...
But don't put foil on it from the top, because that's just shielding the turkey and slowing things down. Basting slows the cooking down, too.
Topper was going to baste. Now he doesn't even have to do that. The Dial of Chefs received some 25,000 calls yesterday and expect today to be even busier with new calls and a few that have a familiar ring. The women manning the phones believe some of today's callers have been their own husbands who got saddled with holiday preparations while they were at the office. Now, if you're desperate for someone to talk turkey about your bird, here's the number of the Butterball Turkey Talk Line, 1-800-323-4848. That's 1-800-323-4848. Just remember, take out the giblets and kidneys and things inside before you do it. That's what I made my mistake the first.
Cooking my turkey?
First time I cooked it away from home, I put it in. I called my dad long distance. He said, "How's it going?" I said, "Fine." He said, "Did you take the giblets out?" And I said, "Talk to you later, Dad." Went in, pulled them out. There
Topper, how's your turkey coming along?
Well, I'm writing the number down, Bob. 4848 is what I'm busy doing.
You hear now, Topper, you don't even have to baste.
Yeah, but I'm a baster. I mean,
because that was all you were going to do, right?
That's what I do. I'm the turkey guy. My wife had to put it in, of course, this morning, but I will go home and baste it anyway. It's fun. Get you in the spirit.
Okay.
I wish we had some colder weather to get us in more of a spirit for Thanksgiving. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of rain left over, but quite frankly, the heavy rain has missed the metro area. We'll show you why in just a minute. First, we'll go on outside the numbers. We are 56 here at the broadcast house. Considerable fog, too. If you are doing any traveling within the area, take it easy today. It's reduced visibility quite a bit. 58 officially at National, dew point 58, of course, making the relative humidity 100%. The pressure is falling now, 29.96 inches of mercury. Winds are south. Air quality should remain in the good range. The low this morning, 54. The high and low yesterday, not much fluctuation thanks to clouds, 56 and 51. Averages of 53 and 37. Record high, well, it could be warmer here, 74 set in 1979, and it could be a whole lot colder. 17 is a record low set in 1950. I will show you the big picture now, the satellite picture with the jet stream, and we'll still notice the trough now carved out in the central U.S. That's where the storm system dropped all the snow. It's now pulling out and weakening somewhat into parts of the Great Lakes states. Notice all the bright white clouds now to our east. That's an indication that most of the heavy precipitation is also to our east. Now, here's a closer look at the the current temperatures now on our network. 55 in Albany, Brook Grove, only 0.03 of an inch of rain. 55 at Kenilworth. Really the jackpot as far as rainfall is concerned, well south and east of town in Lusby, Maryland. Southern Middle, 61 with almost a half an inch of rain. That will probably be the jackpot today. No rain out in Kaiser, 55 right now, and only 200s in Shenandoah County, where Bill Gatos is, in 64, one of the warm spots. Here's a look at the satellite picture now. We'll put this into motion. You can see the bright white clouds streaming very quickly to the northeast. Some of the upper-level winds blowing at 100 miles per hour. But again, notice the bright white clouds to our east and just low clouds stacked up pretty far to the west. So we're going to be probably slow to clear, but again, most of the heavy precipitation is over with. Here's a look at radar since about 9 o'clock now. Look at all the moisture. Notice the reds and the yellows on out to sea. That's where all the convection is occurring, and that is just not going to hit our area. In fact, it's going to just graze southern New England, and that's about it. We still have some showers, though, to the south and a few showers to the west, and that will roll through here in the next few hours and taper off by evening. Forecast weather map will show the frontal system pushing through. It will usher in slightly cooler weather, but not terribly cold weather. Snow showers continuing out through the Great Lakes, and a little weak system pushing ashore in the Pacific Northwest with some light snow at the higher elevations and a little bit of rain at the lower elevations. Here's a look at the rainfall potential now. We have shifted everything to the east. Only about a 1/4 inch left over between now and tomorrow morning in the immediate metro area. and about a half an inch along Delmarva, and maybe some points about an inch or less if they get a little heavy shower in the next, say, 3 or 4 hours. And that is really just about it, and dry now to the west of us. Forecast weather map for tomorrow, pretty much a meteorological snooze. A few snow showers return to parts of upstate New York. A little bit of rain shower activity through the northern Rockies, and that's really just about it. There are indications now that a storm system will try to develop off the North Carolina coast on Saturday. That will throw us some high clouds, points west and north, and also throw mostly cloudy skies now probably south and east of town. It looks like by Saturday most of the precipitation, though, will stay to our south. But again, don't be surprised if you see an increase in clouds on Saturday. Our forecast in detail for the metro area for this morning, for this afternoon. Only what you see is what you get. Foggy, some drizzle, maybe some showers, but really mainly south and east. Not much left in the way of precipitation. Highs about 60, so maybe a couple more degrees we'll get out of the day. And then for tonight, look for mostly cloudy early, then some partial clearing late, a little bit cooler, lows in the 40s. Tomorrow, partly sunny, breezy and cooler. Remaining mostly cloudy in the mountains tomorrow. Highs are near 55. And then for Saturday, again, increasing clouds and chilly. Highs on Saturday, 45 to 50. And, of course, more clouds south and east of town. When we come back, we will take you 6 days down the road and show you if there's any cold air down the road. Bob and Andrea?
Topper, I would presume that we have plenty of water now on the water table, right?
Well, actually, that's a very poignant question, Bob. Believe it or not, we're still about a half inch behind in average rainfall for the year of 1992. We've had a lot of cloudy, but not necessarily rainy days.
Unbelievable.
More like Seattle.
Okay, Topper.
Okay.
Those who suffer the debilitating effects of Parkinson's disease find miraculous relief in some cases. But the hope could be hostage to politics. The reason after this.
Levitt's Christmas kickoff sale is loaded with bargains.
Look, Simmons luxury quilt bedding. Any size, only $99 each piece.
King size, queen size, full size, twin size.
Any size, only $99 each piece. Or choose Simmons Maxipedic Majestic bedding. Any size, twin, full, queen, or king. Only $149 each piece.
But hurry, this sale ends Monday night.
Friday and Saturday.